Thank you very much.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to be here. I don't know, I'm not sure whether I should be happy being number 13. However, I'm not influenced by those thoughts, and yesterday I arrived here in Gdansk and my colleague told me Gdansk is really looking like Amsterdam, and I'm from Holland. So I thought, that can't be. Amsterdam's the most beautiful city in the world. But having spent a little time, I might agree. It's really a beautiful place. So I'm honored to be here. Thank you for this opportunity. I'd like to tell you a little bit about the experience we have as Wavin with sustainable drainage projects. And I want to take you to one example. The example of Wolfsburg. Wolfsburg is also known as Volkswagen City. It is where all the Volkswagens we drive are produced. And before I go into more detail, I like to set the scene a little bit.
As people, we love nature. We love the peace and freedom we feel in it, and we thrive in green, open spaces. However, the world's population is growing, and this population needs space for living. Severe storms, heavy rainfalls and floods are increasingly common, and a reminder that we must continue to improve the way we cope in such events. So we are able to learn, we can adapt and prepare ourselves through the creation of modern and sustainable residential concepts. In Wolfsburg, a complex has been developed to integrate green areas and adapt to natural conditions. To support the sewer system, numerous planted areas have been incorporated to absorb additional volumes of water, and invisible slopes have been inserted to hold the excessive water underground. Out of sight, a retention system stores water harmoniously with nature.
So what we do is actually we enhance blue-green solutions, and my predecessor just mentioned that many times. We really need blue-green solution to solve the problem of increased, more intensive rainfall. So if we look at Wolfsburg, Wolfsburg is located in the middle of Germany, and in this city there is 11 hectares of new development. About 750 residencies will be built there. And it's totally redesigned. It's really a mixed area, an urban quarter for different kind of people, different kind of houses. And this is really with high ambitions. It has a focus on climate. It should be climate proof. It should be nice to be. It should be harmonious. It should be a place where people meet each other, where it's a nice atmosphere, not only of being together, but also experiencing nice temperatures, not too much heat, not too much drought. And that resulted in a few ambitions. One of them is using durable materials and recyclable materials. Well, that's something we like to be contributing to. But also other things, like it should be having ecological habitats, using natural resources like solar energy or district heating. And if we look at the microclimate, that's also thought about from the landscape architecture, and we wanted to contribute to that. One is putting the design in such a way that the wind is coming in summer, and the wind direction in the winter is actually blocked as much, so you keep it as cool in summer as possible and as warm as possible in winter. But also from stormwater management perspective, that was looked at. And that is where we joined hands with the designer. It took us about 2 years to go through this project. We started with thinking along with the design company, with the municipality, what are the ambitions and how can we solve this? How can we make sure that this is really a nice atmosphere, that this is a high-level building area? So we went through the whole process. Having contracted the process, of course, we needed to redesign. We just continued, and last year we were happy that we could deliver a big storage tank in the middle of the center of this new area. So let me explain you the total concept. If we look at this area, it's actually designed in such a way, when we look at water management, water is collected in the center. And water is collected with surface flow, but the surface flow is guided by unpaved areas. So water can infiltrate when it's possible, it is delayed when it's possible, and it evaporates. But when there's high rainfall, all the rain will eventually get to the lowest point. And these lowest points are the blue squares in this center. And actually these blue points are green points, because these are green areas. And these green areas are the lowest in this quarter, and all rainwater is flowing onto that field. And the water is infiltrating. Well, the capacity of infiltration is of course limited into the soil, so we enhanced this. Below this area, there's a big tank. There's a storage tank of modular units, cubic plus units, which you see on the left, and they are covered in a impermeable foil, and in this way we can attenuate the water which is infiltrating through the ground. And this helps us to create a storage of about 20 millimeters. And I just made a small calculation when we had a presentation about Gdansk, which is more or less the same if you look at the 700,000 cubic meters of retention that is in this area. If you scale that down to this size, you come to about 1.3 thousand. So it's even comparable. So if you look at the system in total, actually what you have is you have a green field, which is a nice place to live, where water is collected, water can evaporate, but it can also infiltrate. And by being infiltrated, it is also cleaned. And then it is attenuated in a big tank, and this tank can gradually discharge the water into the drainage system. So in the end, it creates clean water, it creates a safe environment where flooding is prevented, and at the same time it contributes to a comfortable microclimate. So we used the Cubic Plus solution, and if you are more interested, I'm inviting you to our stand to have a closer look. But the nice thing of this is that it also fits very much with the wishes of the landscape designer, because one of the things is you can, if you go into a system that we provide, from one point you can go through the system in two directions and you can look through it. So if you want to check it, you only need one access point. And due to this open structure, it's very flexible to where you want this access point. And that was very important because we have a playground basically, and you want to design it in a way where people feel comfortable with, which looks nice. And if there would be all those cast iron covers everywhere, it would not be as nice as it is now. So this high design freedom helps to really adapt to the wishes of a landscape designer as well. And another benefit for our installer is this is a very easy and simple system to install, very fast. And as also producer of plastic pipes, we can provide a total system solution. So let me wrap up and summarize. What we did in this project, we really wanted to be a partner. We wanted to be a partner to having a good water management solution for this area and provide a clean and safe and healthy and comfortable environment for people to live in, which is also in line with what our architect and engineer wanted. So it was really a cooperation to get this project done, and we are very happy that we could do this. And we're looking forward to also install the next phase, which is coming this year. And if you are willing to know more, of course, feel free to contact me or Agnieszka, my colleague. This is, of course, a project which we have done in Germany. We work throughout Europe, but also in Poland. And Agnieszka likes to share some examples of that with you as well.
Thank you. Proszę Państwa, mi przyszedł przypadł w udziale prezentacja przykładów polskich. Króciutko, żeby Państwa tutaj nie zanudzać, ale żeby pokazać, co ewentualnie i czym możemy się poszczycić. Proszę zobaczyć, ostatnia inwestycja z 2016 roku, bardzo duża, 2000 metrów sześciennych zagospodarowanej wody deszczowej. To jest przelew awaryjny ze zbiornika pożarowego, także jest to bardzo ciekawe rozwiązanie ze względu na głębokie ułożenie systemów skrzynkowych, także jest to jak najbardziej możliwe. Innymi rozwiązaniami mogą być rozwiązania dróg, z którymi możemy, do odwodnienia dróg, których możemy się tutaj nie spodziewać, a są stosowane, jak Państwo widzicie, od 2010 roku istniejący układ do zagospodarowania wody deszczowej na Alei Państwa Tysiąclecia w Białymstoku. Tutaj jest wymóg możliwości inspekcji i czyszczenia tych zbiorników. Innym układem, którym chciałam pokazać, jest zbiornik przy drodze S8, czyli zupełnie nie łączymy zbiorników rozsączających zamkniętych z drogami szybkiego ruchu czy autostradami. Ten zbiornik stanowi główny zbiornik rozsączający jako przelew zbiornika otwartego. Zbiornik otwarty jest tylko i wyłącznie zbiornikiem, który gromadzi osady. I w tym momencie uzyskaliśmy zbiornik 21 na 12 na 1,2 metra. Żeby Państwu uzmysłowić, jaka to jest skala i jak możemy budować duże zbiorniki, króciutki film. Tutaj był zastosowany jeszcze system Cubic z kanałami inspekcyjnymi 500 mm. Ostatnią rzeczą, inwestycją, którą chciałam pokazać jako uzupełnienie, są małe inwestycje dla zabudowy rozproszonej. Tutaj akurat Wiry pod Poznaniem, gdzie należało zagospodarować wodę z drogi, a nieważna była możliwość ze względu na brak odbiornika. I dzięki zastosowaniu systemów rozsączających rurowych uzyskaliśmy kanalizację deszczową, tylko że jak Państwo popatrzycie na ten lewe zdjęcie, tutaj ten zbiornik wygląda zupełnie jak kanalizacja deszczowa, a system rozsączający jest dokładnie w drodze. Dzięki temu przeszliśmy od tego zdjęcia z nieutwardzoną drogą do zdjęcia z utwardzoną drogą. Proszę Państwa, zapraszam Państwa bardzo serdecznie do kontaktu z naszą firmą, z naszym biurem technicznym i tutaj na stanowisku jesteśmy do Państwa dyspozycji. Dziękuję bardzo.